Hey everybody, I am excited for this one. So excited. I'm even wearing my Tesla hat. And shout out to Sanjay as well, who bought me a Cybertruck mug as well. So here we are. All the, whatever they call it, the tchotchkes are here. But this is an exciting day and it's an exciting time. And I'm going to break down a whole bunch of valuable investing lessons. We'll look at some charts. We'll try to figure out where Tesla's going next. We'll look at top analyst reviews and how they are scrambling to keep up with this puppy. And it's hard because she's moving fast and so much more. Let's get into it. This is called Analyst Topic 2025, but it's really much more a story of Tesla, all they have at their fingertips, all the stuff you've heard me preaching on for years. You know, we had buying opportunities at $106 and $140 and $150, and it's just been an incredible time. And I always stressed that this thing moves in, kind of like 4-year patterns, kind of like Bitcoin. We'll dig into that too. We'll talk about how to not be the richest man in the world, how to get wrecked, and so much more. It's going to be, normally my videos are edutainment. This one is entertainment as well. So let's get in. Thank you, Donnelly, K8, Sir Winston, and who did I miss? Got Sir Winston and Ken S. Appreciate you all. And again, thank you to all the people that have followed me and had faith. We went through, again, amazing stacking times, which for some could be quite stressing, but that's how it works. Octa will be tomorrow. That got pushed up because of this breaking time. And this is not financial advice. Shout out as well to everybody on Patreon. This is from Kai Tang. Just joined Patreon. Thank you for all your knowledge. My pleasure. Welcome to the team. Excellent. Let's get into some Tesla news before we get into the analyst analysis and charts and what's coming and what makes it such a special company. First of all, why it's a special company. It's not a car company. If you think that for 1 second, you shouldn't be investing in the company because it is the leader in real world AI. Baby AGI. What we've been saying for a long time, and everybody's groaning. It's like, no, it's not. Well, now, guess who is saying it? Wall Street analysts. Brilliant. And to be honest, they're 3 or 4 years late, but they're trying their best. So, not dinging them at all. Well, maybe I will. I'll ding a few of them for sure. And other breaking news, the new Megapactory will be complete in Shanghai this month. And apparently, it could have double or triple the capacity of Lathrop. Remember, they do these mega packs. They sell them for $2 million a pop. There is infinite demand, especially in the age of AI and data centers and free radioactive energy from the sky, from the sun. And that's it. This is going to be incredible. And the speed at which they do stuff in China is outstanding. Anyway, other stuff too from Herbert, part of the Cybercabs team. Thank you for having me on. Herbert shared this little tweet. It's a quick 2-minute clip. You can see yourself, follow him on X. And it talks about how, as we've been talking about for a long time, an unassailable lead in everything that they do. The machine that builds the machine, etc. But this is why. This is from the All-In Pod, explains why Elon Musk's brilliance really well. It's why Jensen Huang of NVIDIA called Elon a superhuman. It's why XAI and Tesla have now built an unassailable lead in AI. And this is why Tesla's Robotaxi will take over the world. If I was ChatGPT right now, Microsoft, I'd be very worried because they're going to be destroyed by XAI. And there is incredible synergy between all the companies. So don't confuse SpaceX with X and XAI and Tesla. They all share genius amongst each other, and that synergy is all powerful. So please understand that too. Also, there was news yesterday of Optimus running in the park on, I think they call it mulch, little wood chippings, which are really, really hard to stand on, especially on a hill. This thing was blindfolded. It slipped, and about 200, what they call the gyrator things within the thing, scrambled like a human would. Every single element, the hands, the fingers, the knees, the hips, the shoulders, the head, everything rebalanced automatically, blindfolded without knowing where it was going. This is incredible. This has never been done before. And apparently it was done with neural nets too, not just a coded dog running around and inside of a warehouse or something. Very special. This is coming. This is real. Okay? And it learns the same way FSD learns, which again, mind-blowing. The All-In Pod get it. This guy gets it. Anyway, moving on. Other stuff, shout out to Joe Tegmeyer on X. He gives us a good lowdown every single day of what's happening at Giga Texas, and he spotted multiple Cybercabs running around, being followed by a black Model X, etc. But not one, but many of them now, with different setups, etc. So this stuff is very real. It's coming. A lot of people now expect robotaxis to be coming in, before the end of the first half in 2025, which means before July, which is completely insane. This is 6 months from now. Madness. It's all happening so fast. Wait till you see the charts too. And full self-driving is becoming unsupervised very quickly too. They expect that to happen also in the first half of 2025. Bonkers. Now, Tesla Cybercab, a lot of stuff has come to light lately as well. Not about how incredible this thing is and how it drives itself, no steering wheel, no pedals, no nothing. But when you break down exactly how it's made, a lot of people are now beginning to figure out what they have done. They have a very innovative door design, designed for easy access, easy to open, etc. Single pivot point mechanism, unlike Falcon wing doors. All power-operated features. Everything's been ripped out of it for cost and expense and weight. Very lightweight materials. The whole back thing basically is made of some type of plastic or carbon fiber. Very easy to repair. Very easy to paint. Very easy to clean. Very versatile, completely user-centric, minimalist, user-centric, the best part's no part. I think it has 5 switches in the entire vehicle. 3 of them are for windows or doors and windows. That's it. That's it. It's just absolutely incredible. And they apparently might be able to make this for $15,000, sell it for 30 grand, and then if you buy it for 30 grand, it'll make you 30 grand a year. This is like another infinite money glitch, kind of like MicroStrategy. And we like that here on this channel. I'm beginning to overuse that term. Anyhow, let's get into it. Age of AI is here, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle in. And the institutions are still very underweight Tesla. That's why it's being bought up like crazy. Ever since the 5th of November, this thing has gone, it's nearly doubled. But you can see here where Tesla ranks. Institutions typically hold approximately, call it 75 to 78% of a stock. Tesla is held pretty much by retail investors. Clever retail investors like the people watching the show right now, because they know what's up. And then Wall Street follows later, but we are still way behind Microsoft, Apple, Google, Amazon, Nvidia, and Meta. So you are legends out there because you got in before TradFi, Wall Street. That's what we do. Front run them. Now we can. For the first time in history. Because we got the data. And they got their heads stuck in the sand. We'll talk about them in a second too. Also, this is a very important chart. Shout out to Sanjay who got it to me this morning. You can see here, the red line is ice in China. It is falling off a cliff. Remember, this is a canary in the mine of what's going to happen to ICE, internal combustion engine vehicles, and the rest of the world. Okay, it's happening. It's going to happen. If you were going to buy an ICE car today, that thing will have zero value in 3 or 4 years. Or heavy depreciation. Because not only are ICE cars going the way of the dodo, but also they don't drive themselves. So you're buying a dumb car instead of a smart car that drives itself. My cars all drive themselves. Okay. Also, the green line is BEV, battery electric vehicle adoption. But the one I really want to point out today is the purple. These are hybrids. They are fake BEVs, and they are going to die a rapid death starting in, let me see, make sure I get the date right, 2027. Then they're going to spin just like ICE cars, and the world will become pure BEV. And the world is not ready. But it's not just BEVs, it's BEVs that drive themselves. There's only one player that can do that. And here we are, Tesla. Also, a lot of people talk about, oh, well, sales are down in Germany and everything else. It doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. This is from Piloli on Twitter, the best Tesla data out there in terms of numbers and production and volumes and all that good stuff. There's only 2 countries that matter. It's the United States and Canada. The rest is crumbs. Okay? Absolute crumbs. It's like kind of like my winner takes most analogy. It's China and USA. Yes, the other countries will catch up, but they're a little bit slow. But then you got certain countries like Iceland, Norway, Denmark, Sweden, doing crazy adoption as well. So they're coming up fast and behind. But remember, when it comes to the numbers, don't listen to the FUD, follow the big pies. And China has had record production, record sales, and the least amount of export ever. The domestic market is so hungry for these cars, they're buying them all up. And Model Y is the number one selling car in China and the world. Now, let's get into Tesla analyst time real quick, because this has been radical what's happened over the past couple of days, basically. First of all, I have to shout out to our clean energy transition CEO, Per Lekander, $15 price target. We have Gordon Johnson, $25 price target. We have David Traynor, New Constructs, $28 price target. Toni Sacconaghi, Bernstein, $120 price target. We have Tesla Analyst of the Day. Colin Langan from Wells Fargo just came out with a new report and $125 price target when Tesla hit $149 today as well. Could these people be more wrong, more stupid, or are they just psyops? Or are they trying to either show their hatred for Elon Musk or pump their own bags, which might be like the ice makers that are going to die anyway, or they are just absolutely clueless? Let's have a look at the report on Colin Langan from Wells Fargo, also a crappy bank, by the way. Crappy analyst at a crappy bank. That's a good fit. This is clown hat material. Now, it's funny because if you look at the total number of analysts from tip ranks, 39,504, this guy basically is almost dead last. He doesn't even get any yellow on his little 0 star. It's quite embarrassing. Wells Fargo, you are keeping your reputation strong of being an absolutely crap enterprise. Anyhow, why do people do this? How bad are they? All of those analysts. But all is not lost. We have this. Shout out to T&D Tesla here in the audience too. She shared this earlier today. I thought it was hilarious. Grain of rice. Smallest computer ever. A close add little X and a TSLAQ brain. Here we are, everybody. That's what exists. TSLAQ have been around for the longest time, since 2016. Shorting Tesla. And it is, the Tesla short is the biggest widowmaker ever in the history of the world. They have lost not billions, hundreds and hundreds of billions for the last 8 years. So, TSLAQ brain, you see it. But there's even more fun happening. And the humor of Tesla and Elon Musk, I must say, I do enjoy it. And as I said, I missed my calling as a stand-up comedian. I did warn you this would be entertainment. But now there's rumored to be the Model Q is the new Tesla. I don't know if it's going to be a 2-door or 2-seat or whatever. But the point is they're calling it the Model Q. No coincidence after TSLAQ. I think it's hilarious. But this car apparently, per multiple analysts, like at Deutsche Bank, etc., will be available for under $30,000 in the first half of 2025. That's pretty much all we know. It is a shorter wheelbase, etc., than other cars. I was hoping it would look a bit like the Cybercab, but anyway, it doesn't matter. The Model 2 is coming, and that gets Wall Street excited. But it's not a Model 2 story, despite the fact that's what Wall Street focus on. There's a hell of a lot more to this company than that. Let's get into the bull market updates from the analysts that know what's up. This is a little bit more interesting. Deutsche, they named Tesla the top pick for 2025. The top stock, okay? While there has been debate over the right approach to achieving full autonomy, our view is that true commercial success in Robotaxi is achieved through end-to-end AI, such as we believe Tesla is well positioned. Okay, Deutsche Bank, pounding their fists on the table. Top stock pick for 2025. Boom. That happened pretty fast. And Morgan Stanley, shout out to Morgan Stanley as well. They came out with a new updated price target from $325 back up to $400. Also, their top pick, top stock pick. They say Tesla, strong position in cost cutting, energy, AI, etc., autonomy. Boom. And it's kind of sad. They come out with their new price target of $400 on the same day that Tesla hits $409, $408, whatever. It's kind of, they are just chasing. When you see the charts, you'll see what I mean about how they can't even keep up. So anyway, it's good to see. Let's look at other changes as well. top institutional analysts. They've gone from absolutely, many of them hating the company to loving it and upping their targets. We know Tasha Keeney from ARC, Super Bowl, $607. Fubon Securities, $472. Garrett Nelson, $450. Stifel, Nicholas, $411, etc. And a whole bunch of 400s. But I want to shout out especially to Simon Hale, who is also a friend of Herbert Ong's channel too. Simon Hale, the only analyst out there on Wall Street that has the courage, the gumption, and the research to be able to put a line in the sand and place a price target on Tesla for $1,000. I hope he doesn't mind me doxing all his information is available on the website of his firm. Well done, Simon. Appreciate your courageous move. And we need more people like that. And in fact, we've had people like Craig Irwin for years dissing Tesla, saying nothing Tesla can do that Toyota can't do. But he came out and he did a big about face and changed his $85 price target to $380. And he's also underwater right now because Tesla's over 400. But at least he had the courage to say things are now different this time around. And it takes a lot of intelligence. When you see people admitting, changing direction because they see new data, that's good. That's a sign of intelligence. The people that are stuck in a rut and just full of hate and pee and vinegar and stuff, forget those. So, good to see. And this is the funny part as well. Another one, Sawyer Merritt. If Bill Gates still has a short bet against Tesla, my God, Bill was down $1.5 billion on a short bet when Tesla was in low 300s in March 2022. Tesla's now over 400. And Elon Musk said as well, if Tesla does become the world's most valuable company by far, that short position will bankrupt Bill Gates. So this is just hilarious. And of course, shout out as well to Mario Nofel, who showed this lovely picture of Bill Gates, who is our top World Economic Forum representative. Big fan. No. He's a big fan of WF, not me. It's completely against my principles. I want to make that very clear. But this is hilarious. Gates' $2 billion short bet could be his biggest blunder yet as the stock nears $420. Bill Gates' massive short position against Tesla stock is looking increasingly dangerous as the EV maker stock surges past 400, with analysts eyeing $420.69 as the next target. Obviously, a little tongue-in-cheek there, I think. But anyway, it's kind of crazy. But then, I've been talking about this for a while. It's really fascinating. And this goes back to just sometimes you should let your winners run, and sometimes it's good to hold on to winning assets. That's why it can be quite perplexing to sell stuff. You sell stuff if you think it's running out of steam, but you don't necessarily sell winning things. Now, not a fan of Microsoft myself personally, but Bill Gates chose a different path. And the interesting math behind this is, if Bill Gates held on to all of his original Microsoft stock, his original stake, instead of selling it, he'd be worth approximately $1.47 trillion today, making him the world's first trillionaire. However, he chose a different path. He chose the path of the WEF and the path of hating on Elon, the path of saying the semi-truck would never work, and the path of placing a $2 billion short on Tesla. But we have a new poster, ladies and gentlemen. Tesla is now making World Economic Forum dreams possible. You will own nothing and you will be happy. So shout out to Gates. He made it happen. Hilarious. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Anywho, let's look at some charts. Tesla on ATR. You can see here we are just right up at the all-time high record, which was made back in late November 2021. Yes, it's been people say, it's been a painful thing. But remember, when you look at this chart, think of layer 1, level 2. That's where you stack hard. We had 2 years to buy this thing hand over fist. We knew where it was going. You're buying this thing at 106, 110, $120, bunch of leaps. All that. It's just absolutely crazy because it's very predictable. A year ago, I was on, again, Herbert Ong's show, and I talked about the seasonality. And yes, we went into a nasty year. The early part of this year was pretty bad, but since then it's been pretty good. but I spoke about how Tesla moves in 4-year cycles. This is a simple, Jean-Pierre, merci. This is a simple little chart to kind of give you an idea of how this puppy moves. So obviously it came out in 2008, and it chopped sideways for 4 years, give or take. Then it went on a rampage. 2013 to 2014, it basically 10x'd. Then it chopped solidated 2015 to 2019. Call it 4 or 5 years. And then it went on a rampage and it 10x'd. Then we chop solidated from late 2021 to middle of this year. And now it's going on a rampage. Will it be another 10x? I don't know. That would take us to $3,000. It will get to $3,000, but I don't think it's going to happen in the next year or two. But again, we got some targets for $1,000 in pretty short order. The point is, the amount of value this company will create is insane. This is why I do not dare to sell calls against my position, because I do not want to be called out. And this thing can move fast when it wants to, because I've seen the rampages of the past. Okay. Are we in for another one? Probably. Could it last for the next 3 to 4 years? Yes. That's the difference this time as well, because they have so much coming. The Cybercabs are coming next year. Optimus coming the year after. Megapactories are just going to blow up. And that in itself is $1 trillion market cap, which I've proven in a paper too. Gabrielle in the Czech Republic, thank you so much. Future's bright, everybody. Hold on to your shares. Don't get cute with covered calls. Only on big gamma squeezes. And when they happen, you'll be the first to know, because I share what I do. Thank you all for coming. Okta again is tomorrow. Slight interruption because this is a historic day. Thank you to the 9,000 people watching Tesla Video Live. I've never seen so many people watching Tesla Video Live. Remember, it's good to have multiple bags of absolutely premium winning assets. Thanks all. Have a good night.